Tonight's coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and throw by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. And the 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that kick.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers now to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Try to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They go to Johnson again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
After the loss, they'll come on 2nd and 13.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
They snap it to Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flushed out right.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing a shutdown run. So even back down late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Rondale Moore
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Well, last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers.
They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. On first down, Rodgers.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run again with Dillon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert what will be a 4th and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Myers counts on the PAT. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And some room to work. And it's a Packers touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
That is touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. From the 31, Smith. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. It was his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now off to the races down the right side. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, and you force the fumble. When they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.